Can you share a story without naming anyone of a participant whose life shifted?
I had a gentleman that I saw, this is before I even created this program, and I think he may have been part of what really wanted me to do it. He was a very cool guy, practicing Buddhist, so guy who meditated all the time. So silence for him was tantamount to necessary in life. He was also a therapist. And for him, his son got married, and the music that was at the reception was very, very loud. And he ended up being really close to one of the speakers, and it caused some permanent damage in his ear. As a therapist, he had a lot of language to describe how he was feeling, how it was impacting him. He was withdrawing. He was having a harder time engaging with his patients. He didn't want to hang out with his wife. Like, it was just, his meditation practice itself wasn't as fruitful as it had been previously. And he comes in and he looks at me and he goes, I have to tell you, I am so angry that I have to.
He's what's angry?
Because he has the tinnitus and now he has to get a hearing aid and he's got to deal with this. And so I put my hands on top of the desk and I said, okay, let's talk about that. And fully prepared, if he didn't want to have the hearing aid that day, that was fine. Ultimately, we walked through where he was emotionally, how he had gotten there, what was just, I think he needed to unload a little bit of that.
Yes.
And recognize that this is how he was feeling and own that. And I think for him, just having someone validate that it makes sense that you would be this upset because it's interrupting all these different areas of your life that are important to you. I think that skill of validating, not that his response was right or it was wrong, it was just that validation was real for him. So we did end up fitting him. By the time we were done, we worked around creating some strategies and plans and leaning into his own training as a therapist, looking at his own ways of thinking. It was sometimes, I think, when we do what we do professionally, we forget that we can use those things for ourselves. And so it was helping him learn how to lean into those things for himself and remind him of those skill sets that he did have in his back pocket, and we could apply them here.